Hi SCI120 students, my name is Courtney Ramsey and I am helping the instructors at Concordia University perfect your hydroponics experiment. So your first step in the protocol was to germinate these seedlings. They should be about this size. These might be a little bit bigger, but they should have green leaves on them for sure before you place them into the net basket. You're going to want to have your net basket and your wide mouth jar. The net basket should go perfectly into the jar. It sits right on top. Once you have everything laid out, you're going to put your rocks into the net basket and they should be pretty much level on top. You're going to then fill up your wide mouth jar with 380 mils of water and fertilizer. Then you're going to want to take the pH using your pH strips. So just rip one off and then dip it for a second. And then you should use this as a reference to see what number it is, or what pH. This is about 8. So you can see. Once you have that, make sure you record it, and then you're going to place your net basket filled with rocks right on top. It sits in there perfectly, and it should dampen the rocks just enough. And then you're going to take your germinated seeds and place them right on top of the rocks. You might have to move one or two to fit on top, but it should sit just like that. You don't want to bury them too deep, otherwise they'll suffocate. So you should be planting like 8 seeds in here. I'm going to just do 2 for time purposes, but as you can see, they're sitting right on top. Once that is done, you're going to grab your tin foil. And you're going to wrap the jar tightly with tin foil so that no light exposure can get into the jar. Otherwise things will grow that we don't want. So that's the one with water in it. I'll show you the one, or I'll wrap the one without water in it so that you can see how tight it needs to be. So you can still see the basket, and there's nothing exposed.